Greetings everybody, and welcome back to Industria Regrowth. The last couple of episodes I've focused on this little cave here, and you may have noticed that I've expanded this room a little bit. Not because I needed the room in here, but rather because I needed the cobblestone. This cave is nice, but there are a few things it can't do. In particular, it can't grow trees, and I need to grow trees in the very near future. So, in order to get around that problem, I need to expand my base. And how am I going to expand the base? Well, I'm going to build a wall. Of course, in order to mark out where the wall is going to go, I'm going to go ahead and put some cobblestone in. I'm going to put it at the too high mark, or rather too high mark on this terrain here. At least through this high section. Let me go ahead and grab the bones and the rotten flesh there. And while I'm at it, since this here is going to be part of the wall as well, I'm going to go ahead and dig this up a bit. Of course, no, I didn't want to place that there. Alright, so it looks like I need to go like that. Yeah. So this wall is going to be... it's going to have to go up a bit higher, obviously, than the wall in this area, for the simple reason that the terrain over there is higher. And thus, the cobblestone will really only be visible on the interior section. Now, next step is to take this wall from here, and this was actually part of the terrain. I'd actually dug this back, partly to mark out where the wall is going to be, partly to ensure that I didn't completely overdo it as far as the wall height, and partly because I needed the cracked sand to actually build the wall. Alright, if I go straight out from here, I need to dig up both of those pieces of red sand. And I'm going to go ahead and build the wall like so. Nice. Now this section, because it's short, it's not going to look too out of place if I build it up to the height of the wall in this section, which I think is going to be about this high. But of course I do also want to spider-proof it. So let's build this little wall topper here. This, I'm not sure what you call this exactly, but at any rate, it's an overhang, and it's designed to prevent spiders from being able to climb the wall and get into the base and attack me. So let's go ahead and build up this section of the wall the rest of the way. There we go. And I think actually what I need to do is... no, I don't want to do that. I want to go ahead and I think do this like so. I'm going to go ahead and dig up that dirt. Replace it with cracked sand. I will want to mine up all that dirt. In fact, this bit of dirt I need to mine up now. But at any rate, what I'm going to do here... well, first off, let's set the cobblestone up. Actually, this wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright. Oh, wow. Am I seriously only down to 2 stacks of cracked sand? Yeah, I guess I am, aren't I? Oh, well. I should be able to get more. After all, I do need to mine that out a bit. Though I want to be careful not to completely expose my own current residence. I'll put a torch there. And I think I want to follow suit up here. Yes. Alright. Now, let's see. This sector of wall is going to go like so. So I'll go ahead and wrap this around like so. No, not there. I actually want it here. Although I have to ask myself, you know what? Just because of where that height is, I think this bit of the tower is going to be cobblestone as well. Yeah. So let's just make this cobblestone here. Actually, I should probably close that in, shouldn't I? Yeah, might as well. There we go. Alright. And now I'm going to mine out these misplaced blocks and go ahead and replace this section of wall. I heard a spider, though I can't tell you how far away that spider is. At any rate, back to the tower. I'm going to be using this to get up on top of this section of wall so that I can complete it properly with all of the overhang and whatnot. I have just enough to finish this overhang, so it looks like I'm going to need to dig up a bunch of this area over here. So let's start by shaving off the top of this area here. I have to admit, there is one thing that does concern me, and that is that second cave. That was my initial source of dirt, because I wasn't able to light it up all the way. I didn't actually explore all that far into it. I didn't feel entirely comfortable doing so, what with all of the mobs and whatnot. Or actually, now that I look at it, no, it would be outside the wall, so it's actually not going to be a problem. Never mind. False alarm. Please disregard. At any rate, shaving off one layer from up here is very nearly finished. So the next thing I'm going to do, alright, looks like I only got 65 out of that shave. So I'm going to shave off the top layer of this sector over here. This will not be a quick process, of course. I could try to take this all the way down, but I don't think I need that much in the way of materials, at least not at this time anyway. So we do have a nice ocean there, which does allow us rain. The one bit of falling water in this dead world. Of course, the wall is going to enclose a fairly large area. Ooh. Pickaxe just broke. Well, let's see. I could probably finish this up and then return to building the wall. I got a little bit over 2 stacks. It's probably not enough to completely finish the wall, but it's enough to make more progress. There we go. And there we go. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and place down cobblestone. Actually, I don't think this is super dramatically high up. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue building up this wall here. Alright. Ooh, actually... Ooh. Well, that's going to make things interesting. Let's see. 3, 4. So I'm going to go ahead and mine these blocks out and replace them with my cobblestone. Why do I get the sinking feeling this isn't going to be enough cobblestone to finish the wall? At any rate, what I can do... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Didn't want that cobblestone there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that cobblestone up like so. And actually, just because of the way this terrain works, what I could do... Yeah, I think I'm going to do this like so. And then like that. And it looks like this wall length was a bit ambitious for a one-day project. I can at least put a torch there to mark that out. I may as well start lighting this area up. Now there is a nice utility I have that does allow me to see where there is enough darkness for mobs to spawn. So I just need to go ahead and place down some torches. Just a few for now. I'm not necessarily going to be able to completely light up this area. That'll work. I'll see you in the morning. A bit more terrain clearing and a bit more mining later. I've got some additional resources, which I can now use to complete the wall. So let's build up the structure here. Yeah, that far looks good. Alright, and I'm not going to do a cobblestone layer below that one. At least not at this time. I can consider it later, but not now. Now, whether I have enough cobblestone to completely finish the wall, I'm not 100% sure of yet. What I do know is that I almost certainly have enough cracked sand to finish the wall. So let's go ahead and go around this corner here. Alright. Let's let the stacks keep going. Make sure that was not good, and that was double not good. Alright. Anyway, back to the wall. And this is going to be the end of this section. Now I can break that. Ooh. And of course it's nightfall. Alright. Well, what I should be able to do is finish building the overhang, at least this far. And I just might be able to finish building the rest of the overhang on this section before the sun goes down. So there we go. That's good. And better yet, remember these parts of the tree that I couldn't reach earlier? Well, now I can. Alright, let's go ahead and light up this area here. There we go. Alright. Then like so. And it looks like I need more there and there. And it does sound like I have a spider not that far from me. Let me create a little pseudo staircase up to the overhang section. There we go. Now I can light this up and go ahead and cut this down as well while I'm here. There we go. Now the bad news is night has fallen, and the worst news is that I'm actually fairly low on torches. But I'm also not in the greatest shape on charcoal. So what I'm going to do is a little bit unusual. I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and plant dirt there, put the spruce sapling on top of it, and then I'm going to close my base up for the night. And I'm not in horrid shape on cobblestone. Oh yeah, I expanded this room a little bit as well. I can't say for sure it's going to remain in anywhere near this configuration for that much longer, but the ability to have that extra cobblestone is nice. Alright. Let's actually move the belladonna and the potatoes out of here, just so that I don't have to go between two different chests. Alright. I think the 27 bread I've got is probably good for now. But I shall return in the morning. Well, the sun is rising, and it certainly seems as if the wall, even without all of the torches, is actually starting to have an effect, at least, on hostile mob access to my base. Oof. Well, not quite what I wanted, but I'll take it. Anyway, let's now return to the wall. Alright, and I do want to be careful. There is a spider, and until I actually finish... Oh. Wait a minute. This is where the cobblestone goes, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright, well. At any rate, what I can do is go ahead and take care of this corner here, and put a torch up here. I'm actually not too concerned with access to the top of the wall. I don't really have access to a bow at this point anyway, so it's kind of a mood issue. At any rate, there's an ender mini down there. I suppose if I really wanted to, I could try to pick up that bone, but I'm not sure that's necessarily the optimal course of action at this point. At any rate, let's see. Alright, so I can go like this, and then continue this stairway up a bit further. Alright. So let's go ahead and take this up one more layer. I could try to grab the bones if I really wanted to, but they are outside the walls. And, well, outside the walls is basically mob territory, while inside the walls is my territory. Alright. There we go. Alright, now I think what I'm going to do with this at this point is I'm going to go ahead and build this up one more block, I would say. And yeah, another round of cobblestone. Because why not? Alright. But this is basically going to serve as a floor of sorts. So let's go ahead and lay down this floor here. There we go. I'm also going to start up a little bit on the wall, I think. And this is really just going to serve as a sort of watchtower. Also note that the spruce tree has just grown, which is great. Should probably finish the staircase while I'm at it. There we go. Alright, let's extend this out 2 blocks. Like so. that wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I'll have to make do for the time being. There we go. And there we go. Just a little bit more cracked sand. Et voila. And let me think here. How about I do that like so? And actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and do this like so, leaving just that single block access. Now that should be sufficiently well lit. The slower section of the tower is not so much. Alright. That should fix that. Yep, we're looking good there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, because why not? Just to be on the safe side. Now, let's see, it looks like all the way at the bottom. So, this is a little bit disconcerting. So I'm going to need to mine up just a little extra row of cracked sand, maybe a second extra row, just to make sure that I have enough for the overhang on this section of the wall. And let's build a little temporary staircase up there. I'm also going to go ahead and demolish this temporary staircase. If I want to use the top of the walls, I'm going to build an alternate method of getting on top of the walls. But that's a little ways away yet. Alright. So let's go ahead and build the overhang. And like so. And there is a, it looks a bit like a creeper, but a little bit different. There we go. So with that, before I finish this off, I'm going to go ahead and place down torches up here. That will basically keep the top of that wall lit. Now, I do need to head up to the top of this wall. It is also not sufficiently well lit. So let's get these torches sorted out. And let's just put that one there. Have a couple of pieces of bread. And now the wall's finished, and all that's left is to light up the entire area inside the wall. But first off, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up just a little bit. This was another area I mined out to a degree. Alright, torch there, torch there. And I'm actually going to finish lighting up the new expanded base off camera. And I will see you next time, everybody.